Let's solve few problems related to redox reaction. हम कुछ प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करते हैं redox reaction related. क्वेश्चन में दिया है a cell is prepared by dipping copper rod, that is, so there is two electrode as we have learned in Daniell cell. The first one is zinc and the second one is copper. The solution over here will be zinc sulfate and this will be copper sulfate, and this will be connected by a salt bridge. So this is the situation, and we have learned alone it is anode at left where oxidation will take place, and this will be negative. So it is given that a cell is prepared by dipping copper rod in 1 molar copper sulfate solution with zinc rod in 1 molar zinc sulfate solution. The standard reduction potential of copper and zinc are 0.34 volt and 0.76 respectively, that is minus 0.6. So it is given that E naught Cu2 plus Cu is given as 0.34 volt and E naught Zn2 plus and that is Zn is given as minus 0.76 volt. Now what will be the cell reaction? So according to the reactivity series which will come above, so here we see that zinc will come above and copper below. So zinc will have oxidation and copper will have reductions. So let's write the reaction. So the first case will be writing the reaction. So first write half cell reaction, that is oxidation half cell reaction. Here this will be zinc and this will be copper. Now oxidation half cell reaction, so zinc will give its ions to form Zn2 plus and will lose 2 electrons. So this will be equation number first. The second part is reduction half cell. Cell reaction. So this will be for copper. So copper will be already charged and will accept 2 electrons to form Cu solid, and this will be in aqueous form. This is equation number 2. Now we have to add both for complete cell reaction. So the first part will be ZnS. So we'll be writing ZnS and then Cu2 plus aqueous plus 2 electron, and this will give us Zn2 plus 2 electron, that is Zn2 plus aqueous plus 2 electron, and then copper solid. This will be our part. 2 electron and 2 electron will be cancelled out, so it will be ZnS Cu2 plus aqueous and gives us Zn2 plus aqueous plus Cu solid. So this is our reaction. The second part of the question is what will be the standard electromotive force? So we have to find EMF. So we know that we have to learn curl. Curl means what? E naught cell is equals to E naught right minus E naught left. So on the right it is copper. So we have to write electrode potential of copper, which is that is 0.34. So we'll be writing 0.34 minus E naught left, and that is zinc, that is minus 0.76. So it will be minus 0.76 and overall it will be in volt. So on adding it will be 0.34 plus 0.76 and we'll get about 1.10 volt. So this will be our EMF. The third part, which electrode will be positive? So of course the cathode will be positive, so copper will be positive, which is available at at cathode. The last question we have, how will the cell be represented? So cell reaction, and that is, zinc is undergoing oxidation. So this will be the case, and it will be divided by salt bridge. Then copper will accept iron and becomes copper solid. So this will be our basic reactions. We can write it down again, that this will be Zn solid becomes Zn2 plus divided by salt bridge, and Cu2 plus becomes Cu. So this is our representation of cell reaction. Now moving to next question. Our next part is, here the given is zinc is being reacted with CO2 plus and gives CO and Zn occurs in a cell where EMF of the cell is given as this. So we have to find electrode reactions and compute the standard EMF. So we have to write electrode reactions. So over here, so that is the same case. One part is anode and second part is cathode. Let's see which is going oxidation and which is going reduction. So over here we see that zinc is above, so here cobalt will come above, and that is zinc will come up, because we can see that it is positive in nature, so it will come above, and this is negative nature, so it will come down. So the cobalt will have oxidation. So zinc will have oxidation and cobalt will be going to reduction. So cobalt will be here and zinc will be here. So we did for writing the reaction, we'll be having, that is zinc is going oxidation, so it will be Zn2 plus and 2 electron minus. So this is our reaction first, and cobalt, it is already with charge, so it will accept 2 electron and becomes Cu solid. Now adding both two, we'll get Zns Cu2 plus aqueous will give us Zn2 plus aqueous and Cu solids. This is our reaction. For calculating EMF, it will be E naught cell is equals to E naught Cu2 plus Cu minus E naught Zn2 plus Zn. So this will be 0.28 minus 0.76, and overall it will be in potential difference, that is volt. So we'll be getting plus 0.48. So this is also minus. So this will be minus and we'll be getting 0.48. We'll be getting 0.48. If this is not minus, this will be getting added. So this is how we can find our EMF value. Now next question. Now nickel reacting with silver to give Ni and 2Ag. Now we have to find the feasibility of reaction. When the reaction is feasible, it means E naught cell value should be positive. This one should be positive to get. So let's find it. E naught cell is equals to, and let's find it which is where at which place oxidation will be taking place and at which place reduction will be taking place. So Ni will be above, so oxidation will take place at Ni and reduction will take place at, that is Ag. So we simply say that E naught cell is equals to E naught Ag plus gives Ag minus E naught Ni2 plus give Ni. So this will be our basic reaction. Now A naught cell is equals to, that is A naught Ag, that is 0.80 minus 0.25 volt completely. So we'll get about 0.80 plus 0.25, this will be 1.05, so it will be 1.05 volt, which is positive. Since it is positive, hence reaction is feasible, that is possible. Thank you.